recording? Oh, it is. Shabbat shalom. Welcome to season 2 of the reading. Welcome to season 2. I'm hold on. We gotta Shema first, right? Oh yes. I'm not going to. Well, we'll see. Shema Israel, Yahweh Elohim, Yahweh Gan Echad Gan Shema Israel, Yahweh Elohim, Yahweh Gan Echad Gan Shema, Shema, Shema Israel, Shema, Shema Israel, Shema Israel, Yahweh Elohim, Yahweh Gan Echad De'ata Gan Et Yahweh Ve'yodeka Gan. Put off right there, oh my goodness gracious. Bekol Le'opta Ubekol Le'peska Ubekol No Ve'yodeka Israel, 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 Shema, Shema, Shema Israel, Hine Shema, Shema Israel. Yeah, so Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to season 2. Season. Oh, I should know those words. I've been trying to. Okay, so let me update you guys. So, that's been happening. Most of which is not really anyone's business, not for real. But, I have a second job now, which is captivity. You know, it's because it's mainly because of captivity, mainly. Mainly because of captivity that I'm working so much, as we all are, usually. Because we should be working fucking 40 fucking hours a week, unless we want to doing our own shit. But whatever. But yeah, obviously I can do it. I want to keep preaching, preaching and reading, teaching and all that good stuff. But I just gotta figure out where the time's at. I tried to do this week's reading slide. Oh, by the way, it's a crossover. Yeah, it's a crossover episode. So I tried to put them all together. Or how I'm gonna put them together in the same way that I would before, which was like I would take my days doing them, but I'd have time throughout those days. Because I'd have shit like weeks in advance, like that ass. Not everything, not in a way you would necessarily think, but I have weeks for 2 weeks in advance. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is this: I'm gonna have less videos, obviously, that are long, but I'm gonna have videos still. What I'm gonna do is this actually just came to me, part of it, not this part here, but I'm gonna have readings and or sermons at least every 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to go every week, but I can't. I don't know. At least every 2 weeks. I forgot the other. Meditation is definitely health out wealth. I'm gonna do that as I live. I'll do recipes and shit here and there, but you'll see it all throughout stuff. I'm gonna help without wealth. Like it's gonna be a little bit different, but it's gonna be because I've given most of the basics anyway. Most of them I'm still gonna do that some episodes. Yeah. I'm gonna do something new today. Well, not new. It's the second time I've done it. Because the people in the house that would actually understand it. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to all that. But so I'm switching stuff up. That's what I'm saying. I'm switching a lot of stuff. I'm putting a lot of stuff in here. But again, the readings and or sermons. Hopefully, I get another sermon in whenever because I don't know how to do them. Yahweh just has to be like, here you go. I don't know how to do a sermon at all. All right, just like last time. So every week it's gonna be happening. Sermons. Every other week at least, sermons and readings. Probably I'll try to do every week. I'm trying to get up there. Help out every time. Blah blah blah. Okay. So today, I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to tell you guys. I don't remember what it was. I'm still not doing the months because the Jewish people got it. Honestly, don't follow once you get to that point, don't follow their holidays. You have to know the holidays yourself. At least the ones in Torah, minimum. Yeah, just follow that calendar if you want. It's still pretty hard for me, so whatever. Yeah. So I'm gonna wine o'clock. So yeah, it's gonna be a crossover episode. This crossover episode is gonna be obviously the reading. I'm not gonna say a sermon. I don't feel like a sermon. It's mostly just reading, and it's not sermon. It's not sermon. See, okay, so I don't remember. I'm gonna open up the book now. I don't remember, and we are in Bereshit, Genesis 20. See, I didn't really have time to get certain things ready. So as far as the book goes, we're probably not gonna be going too far. It's a crossover episode though, so I'm gonna have a whole bunch of information. I think it's gonna be cool, and there's gonna be one thing in that I think is gonna be you're gonna see. So, hold on a minute. Let me just find where we were, real quick. Right? Oh yes, my bad. All right, yeah, you're gonna sit here with me as I look up. let me tell Tina and figure where we are. How about that? All right, so yeah, changing up everything, blah blah blah. Because I have to go back to the church eventually. I'm gonna do another one next week, but since I have to go back to the church, that's the biggest reason why I'm gonna have to do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it every week. I'm gonna try. I'm getting more energy, so. I'm getting more energy, so I should be able to do stuff in the morning. You guys, do stuff in the morning. So I'm gonna start doing more shit in the morning when I wake up. So hopefully I will be able to do it every week. Pray for me. If you want it, I want it. I'm gonna be praying for it. So if anyone else wants it, pray for me, because that would be fucking awesome. Just saying. And we ended off. Okay, so we ended off at Bereshit 24:69, Genesis 24:69. So we are starting at 25. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go to another book too today, just for a little skippy do. Just because it blew my mind. Okay, so let's go get them. And yeah, I know there's no previously on this one. I'm not gonna do it because I didn't chop up the video. Again, I didn't have time. I'm figuring shit out, and I'm not gonna do it. Because it's the first episode of the season anyway, right? So fuck it. Fuck it. Short season, right? It was like 2 months or some shit. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, dog. Alright. I will give flashbacks just if I remember anything. So you remember this happened? Okay, so 25. Bereshit. Now. Abraham took another wife, whose name was Keturah. She bore and if anyone's new, download I took buy it because you want the paper version. NASB is the version of the book of the Bible that I use. It's not perfect, but it's because I see errors everywhere. It's pretty fucking annoying, but it's much better than the KJV for now, because English is a evolving language, always evolving language, and it's broken. Okay, so things that made sense a couple years ago won't make sense now, and it will keep happening with English over and over and over again. So the best version right now is NASB. It's the most accurate version right now. Okay, and that will probably be throughout our lifetimes as far as English goes, because hopefully we'll get this Hebrew down because it's not hard. So 25. Start over. Now, Abraham took another wife whose name was Keturah. She bore to him Zimran, Jokshan. She bore to him Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, Shua. Jokshan became the father of Sheba, Dedan. Ben Dedan, sons of Dedan, Ben Dedan, were Ashurim, Letushim, Leumim. The sons of Midian were, remember, if you don't know, the italicized words they're not in the original version, but read them, because trust me, just read them. You use the italicized words. They're not in there in the original version, but that's because the grammar is just that different. That's it. You have to learn it. I'm do some more letters when I can too and everything. But let's keep going. 4. 25:4. Better sheep 25:4. The son Ben Midian, the sons of Midian, were Epa, Eper, Hanok, Adibab. I haven't practiced. I've been practicing Hebrew, but not, Adiba, Elda'a. All these were the sons of Keturah. Now, Abraham gave all that he had to Yitzchak, but to the son, I got Yitzchak right here. But to the sons of his concubines, Abraham gave gifts while he was still living, and sent them away from his son Yitzchak eastward to the land of the east. So concubines. I haven't looked into concubines yet. Not for real, because from what I see, they are not as functionally necessary as a wife. Okay, for a man, because remember, you like or it's a wife, because there you can have more than one wife, but I don't understand how to yet, so I'm not looking to concubine a wife yet, but you'll see later on King Shlomo, or people call him Solomon. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it's Shlomo, but I have to go again. I have to practice his name more. But he had, I believe, it was 700 wives and then 300 concubines. So for him to have 700 wives, right? The man was handsome. The man was the man. He was Shlomo. You can't have that many women and not be amazing, okay? Which I don't, and mind you, I don't even understand have that much. That's a lot. That's way a lot. I can't even look at that. That's nuts. I don't understand that at all. Maybe I'll understand later. I doubt it, but especially because Deuteronomy, anyway, because 17:17, Deuteronomy 17:17. Yeah, it's the one that I'm on all the time. So I don't really understand that, but he did fuck up the kingdom, so. But for him to say that he had 700 wives versus for him to have 700 wives, whatever the definition is, which I don't know yet, versus for 700 wives and 300 concubines. No matter how you see it, wives you have more responsibility too. No matter what. For him to pick 700 of them and then to have 300, that means that no matter how you see it, because he could have had way more concubines and then less wives, right? So no matter how you see it, his driving force wasn't just sex, which I'm reading that bringing up for later on. And I don't even know how much of it was sex. I don't know. I have no idea. because again, like that's 1,000 women. But like I don't get it. I don't get it. So I don't know, but I don't get it at all. But yeah, concubines. You can't be you because, again. So he was an Israelite. So it is against Torah to have for anybody in the house to be a whore. Anyone in the house to be a whore, an actual whore. And I don't mean just like a man having a whole bunch of wives. I mean no. I mean that's bad too. But if you're a whore, that's different. Okay. Once you get in that, if you were a whore when you get into the house, you can't be a whore anymore. That's. I mean that goes for anything you're doing that's bad. Okay. Anything you're doing is bad. Yeah. So these concubines are not whores. They're just I don't know yet. Okay. So I don't want to hear any disrespect about the concubines because it happens. Happens and whatever. Okay, so Abraham gave gifts. Okay, so but to the sons of his concubines, Abraham gave gifts while he was still living and sent them away from his son Isaac eastward to the land of the east. Okay, so now Bereshit 25:7. These are all the years of Abraham's life that he lived, 175 years. Abraham breathed his last and breathed his last and died in a ripe old age. Ripe old age, an old man and satisfied with life, and he was gathered to his people. Then his son Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron, the son of Zohar the Hittite, facing Mamre, the field which Abraham purchased from the son of Hit. The field which Abraham purchased from the son of Hit. So if you remember, that just exactly that. Abraham purchased the field in what was it? Hold on, let's go back. 25:9. Then his son Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah in the field of Ephron, the son of Zohar the Hittite. The Hittites were Hamites. Sorry, they're Hamitic. Sorry, they're Hamitic people. All right, so they're like the African people. And mind you, and I want to say something just because someone out there that I know. If you are one of the darker people, the African people, right? There is someone in here, and wow, that even goes with the whole whatever. When we get to that, hopefully you'll realize how. Like, yeah, this one's something. You are with us, like no matter, and whenever you're in Israel. Okay, so oh man, there's so much. There's always so much to go for, right? Can I find that verse actually? Hold on a minute. Shit, it was Rabbah. Her name was Rabbah. What are you talking about? I'm gonna shut up. What the hell? I can do this all fucking day. Shit. All right, no, we're not gonna do all that right now. I didn't get it in. Next week I'll go harder. All right. But there is a woman that during the conquest of Israel, under Yehoshua, which is Yehoshua ben Nun, Joshua. Okay, Yehoshua ben Nun. Under his when he was conquesting Israel, there was a woman named Rabbah. Let me just look that up just so you can check. There's a woman named Rabbah. She was a whore, if I'm not mistaken, or some type of prostitute. I think something with her. And she realized that these people that I'm with, I'm a whore with them. But these men, she helped us out. Is what I'm saying. She was like, these men aren't pieces of shit. She didn't. I mean, I don't know if she thought all that, but whatever it was, she helped us out. And then we murked a whole bunch of motherfuckers. And then it says that I'm gonna give you the verse. It says it says that there will always be a descendant of yours of her. Yeah, she was a prostitute. Rahab. It was in Joshua 2. We're gonna go there right now because, like, legit, why not? This is your textbook. The Torah, the first 5 books, is your answer sheet. The whole thing is your textbook. All right, so we're going to Joshua 2, real quick. I think I just Googled it. I'm pretty sure I can't say I'm pretty sure. I hope it's it. Good. All right, so we're going to let's read this real quick, all right? And this is again like this, and this woman was a prostitute. Okay, a prostitute is, I guess we could say, lower than a concubine in a society. But this whore, this prostitute, became a part of the royal family. So the society was just fucked up. Okay. Joshua Ben Nun. Joshua 2. We're just gonna read it through till we get to the part. I don't want to sleep hanging. Then Joshua Ben Nun sent 2 men as spies secretly from Shittim. Oh, and you know what? Let me tell you real quick. This is after when Moshe died. They hadn't entered the land of Israel yet, so they had a conquest. And he died outside of it because he fucked up. They had to conquest Israel, and Joshua, he is the man that was leading us. He's our first military general, or military king, if you could say, if you want to say. Yeah, military king. Kind of military. Yeah, he was our first military king, because Moshe wasn't really a military king. He was, because he was a military soldier for Yahweh, which is different. See what I'm saying? Anyway, just in English, I guess, but I can't really go too much. But you do understand what I'm saying. Okay, let's get it. Then Joshua ben Nun sent 2 men as spies secretly to Shittim, saying, "Go view the land. Like, yo, check it out. See what's good. Especially Jericho. Like, I know Jericho will be popping. They say, that shit is like, find out what's going on over there." So they went and came into the house of a harlot whose name was Rahab, and they lodged there. It was told the king of Jericho, saying, it was told the king of Jericho, saying, "Behold, men from the son of Israel have come here tonight to search our land." Like, they peeping our shit on what's going on, bro. And the Melech of Jericho sent word to Rahab, saying, "Bring out the men who came to you, who have entered your house." Like, bring the niggas out. "For they have come to search out all the land." Like, bring them out. We know they're here. Where they at? And like, I know they out here trying to scope shit out. And when we get to this point, if we get to this point, I don't know how long. I know, but if we get to this point, I have mad shit to show you guys about this, because this whole military conquest teaches you about war, which is sad that we had to study it still, but it's fucking cool as hell. So 4. But the woman had taken the 2 men and hidden them, and she said, "Yes, the men came to me, but I did not know where they came from." She was like, "Yeah, they came to me. I don't know who the fuck they was." It came about when it was time to shut the gate at the dark, that the men went out. I do not. Oh, sorry, I'm not reading it right. It came about when it was time to shut the gate at dark. The men went out. I do not know where they went. I don't know. Men went. I don't know where they went. Pursue them quickly, for they will say overtake them. So she was like they went over that way. Literally just like, they went over. I don't know where they went. Hold on, sorry. I don't know where we're at. Shut the gate. I don't know where they went. Pursue them quickly, for you will overtake them. 6. But she had brought them. But she had brought them up to the roof, and hidden them in the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order on the roof. So she literally just like took a whole bunch of flax and just like laid them on top of it, just on top of them. So it's kind of fucking hilarious that it worked. Anyway, so the men pursued them on the road to Jordan, the fords, and that's whatever military shit later. And as soon as those who were pursuing them had gone out, they shut the gate. Now before they lay down, she came up to them on the roof and said to them, "I know that Yahweh has given you the land, and that the terror of you has fallen on us, and that all the inhabitants of the land had melted away before you." Everyone was scared of Israel because we had just did some crazy shit to Mizraim, or Egypt. We just fucked them up. Well, not we. Yahweh just fucked them up, and we were just kind of sitting bystander, and we was Gucci. So, and I know everyone knows pretty much kind of about that. So, yeah, that's why everyone's scared. 2:10. For we have heard how Yahweh dried up the water of the Red Sea before you when you came out of Mizraim, and what you did to the 2 kings of the Amorites who were beyond the Jordan, to Sihon, Wog, whom you utterly destroyed. When we heard it, when we heard it, our hearts melted, our countenance fallen. And when you understand what that means, when you understand when your heart melting or your countenance falling, when you understand what that means, I'm telling you right now, you are physically, you are physically elite. That's what I'll say, elite, compared to most people right now. Right now, we can go way higher, but and it's crazy. But I had so much to say. Anyway. 11. We had heard it. Our hearts melted, and no courage remained in any man any longer because of you. Because we was all scared. For the Yahweh your Elohim, He is Elohim in Hashemayim above Me'al, which is above, and on Haaretz. I don't remember how to say under, but beneath. Now, therefore, please swear to me, Yahweh, since I have dealt kindly with you, that you will also deal kindly with my father's household, and give me a pledge of truth, and spare my father and my mother and my brothers and my sister with all who belong to them, and deliver our lives from death. So I'm still going 14. So the men said to her, our life for yours, if you do not tell the business of ours. And it shall come about when Yahweh gives us the land that we will deal kindly and faithfully with you. Let's keep going. Fuck it. Then she let down a rope through the window, for her house was on the city wall. Which means, think about that. That's pretty fucked up. She was already a whore, and then they had her literally on the city wall as like fodder. I guess you could say it's fucked up. Fucked up. So. 16, sorry. So she said to them, go to the hill country, so that the pursuers will not happen upon you, and hide yourself there for 3 days, until the pursuers return. So she's like, go over there, hide. Then afterward you may go on your way. The men said to her, we shall be free from this oath to which you have made us swear, unless when we come into the land, and you tie this cord of scarlet thread, red, in the window through which you let us down. And gather to yourselves into the house your father, your mother, and your brothers, and all your father's household. She's like, so all your family, bring them into here, bring them into your crib. Before we and then put the scarlet string in your window, and then bring your family into your house after 3 days. We're gonna fuck everything up. We're gonna lay this motherfucker out. It shall come about that anyone who goes 19. Out of the doors of your house into the street, his blood shall be on his own head. So it's like, if we kill him, that's your fault. And we shall be free. But anyone who is in the house, his blood shall be on our head if a hand is laid on him. But if you tell the business of ours, then we shall be free from the oath which you have made us swear. She said, according to your words, so be it. So she sent them away, and they departed. And she tied the scarlet cord in the window, because she's not stupid. 22. They departed and came to the hill country and remained there for 3 days until the pursuers returned. Now the pursuers had sought them all along the road, but had not found them. Then the two men returned and came down the hill country and crossed over and came to Joshua ben Nun, and they related to him all that had happened to them. They said to Joshua, surely Yahweh has given all the land into our hands. Moreover, all the inhabitants of the land have melted away before us. They's pussies now. Let's go to work. That's what you're saying. We gonna fuck their asses up. They scared of us, nigga. We only 2 motherfuckers came out. They came like 30 deep, nigga. We gonna fuck their asses up. We gonna beat their ass. And we got someone on the inside. It's a wrap. That's what they were saying. It's a wrap. Joshua ben Nun, it's a wrap. Let's go beat these motherfuckers up. Let's go trash them. But we're not gonna keep going. We're gonna end it in verse 2. We can go back to bed sheet. But I was telling you two things. One, okay, he doesn't tell you until kind of like after the battle, but they saved Rahab. They saved her. They made sure they didn't kill her. They were like, yo, but we can't kill her though. If you see that red cord, you need to tell everyone, don't fucking touch that house. Okay, so we did our thing. But when you really think about this, Rahab was a prostitute, right? Okay. But not only was she a prostitute, she was on the city wall. Which means if anyone were to come in and attack the city, they're gonna hit a prostitute's house. Think how fucked up that is. Think about how fucked up that is. You're using human beings that already do not feel good about the way they're living as human shields. It's fucked up, right? So again, just because someone's a prostitute, like there's no way that she was living so wrong. Oh shit! There's no way that she was living so wrong that she deserved to be a prostitute. That was that is what's it called? Human shield. No one does. That's insane. That's nuts. That's fucking nuts. You can't judge nobody off what they doing at that moment because that society been fucked up from the jump. So that's who you're descendant. That's who you're descendant of. And guess what? You are. This is your story too. This is your history too. All right. So yeah, she was a prostitute, but the people that she was prostituting for were clearly pieces of garbage and pretty much forced her to be in some way. Because no one would ever choose to do that. No one would ever choose to live that life. Prostitute and human shield. Some people would pick prostitute. Not many that are genuinely happy, but no one would pick human shield. Hallelujah. All right. So where we at? Let's go back to Bereshit. Let me just find out real quick. My bad. All right, we're gonna start from 7, and I'm gonna just plow through it because this is all genealogy, and we're gonna look at genealogy right now, right? So these are the years of Abraham's life that he lived: 175 years. Abraham breathed his last breath and died in a ripe old age, an old man and satisfied with life. He was gathered to his people. Then his son Iscak and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron, the son of Zohar the Hittite, facing Mamre. The field which Abraham purchased from the son of Heth. There, Abraham was buried with Sarah his wife. It came about after the sons of Abraham that Elohim blessed his son Iscak, and Iscak lived in Behel Ayaroi. Now, these are the records. That's how you say it, by the way. These are the records of the generation of Ishmael, Abraham's son, who Hagar the Egyptian Sarah's maid bore to Abraham. Again, this is just genealogy. I'm going right through it. Ishmaelites are the people from Iraq. And at least I want to say I think Iran, Iraq, and Syria. I think, but Iraq definitely. I'm not looking at a map right now, but yeah, something like that. Okay. Set 12. I'm gonna run through it. Now these are the records of the generation of Ishmael, Abraham's son, who Hagar the Egyptian Sarah's maid bore to Abraham. And these are the names of the sons of Ishmael by their names in order of their birth. Nebaioth, the firstborn of Ishmael, Kedar, and Kadar, Agil, Mibsam, Mishma. Sorry, I thought. Kedar, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Masa. Hadad, Tema, Jedur, Napish, Kedama. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names, by their villages and by their camps. 12 princes according to their tribes. These are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years, and he breathed his last breath and died. And he was gathered to his people. They settled from Havilah to Shur, which is east of Mizraim, Egypt, as one goes toward Assyria. He settled in defiance of all his relatives. Oh no, we did. All right. Now, these are the records of the generation of Iscak, Abraham's son. Abraham became the father of Iscak, and Iscak was 40 years old when he took Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, the Armenian of Padan Aram, the sister of Laban, and the Armenian, to be his wife. These aren't like brother and sister. More and more I'm seeing. These aren't like brother, like nuclear family, brother and sister. These are like, when you understand what Aki and Akoti mean, it's a strong house, a strong wall of the house. So you're living by this same standard or rules as I am. If that you know what I'm saying. That's why anyone living by Torah is going to be Akoti, trying to live by Torah, and I'm trying, so trying to live by Torah. Anyone trying to live by Torah is a koti, which means my sister. Anyone trying to live by Torah is aki, my brother. Okay. Yeah. So, it's not, yeah. Anyway, 25, 20. And Yitzchak was 40 years old when he took Rebekah, the daughter of, it'll be good. We got time. And Yitzchak was 40 years old when he took Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, the Aramean of Padan Aram, the sister of Laban, the Aramean, to be his wife. 25, 21. Yitzchak prayed to Yahweh on behalf of his wife because she was barren. And Yahweh answered him, will Rebekah his wife conceive? But the children struggled together within her. She said, if it is so, if this is right, if this is like, you did this, like, why if this exists, like, it's, why then am I like this? Like, why is this happening to me if this is by you? Like, I'm confused. So she went to inquire of Yahweh, and Yahweh said to her, 2 nations are in your womb. Ooh, I know, he's talking some stuff. I'll tell you what. 2 days are in your womb. And 2 people will be separated from your body, and one people shall be stronger than the other, and the other shall serve the young, and the older shall serve the younger. When her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Yes. Now, the first came forth red. Now, red, I think, because of certain things I've been studying and kind of realizing, I think that this red, because it's not like obviously like I have nothing right on. I have my Z. I don't really want to pull it up. No, let me pull it up. So it's not like red, and it's not like red. The word is actually, it's a different word. It's a different word. So what I think it is like light skin red, light skin black. What I'm saying. I think that's it. I have to go into it more. That's what I want to tell you guys. I'll tell you guys in a minute. So I think this is actually light skin black. I think that's what that was. And all over like a hairy garment, and they named him Esau. So yeah, I think Esau was a lighter skinned dude. All right, a light skinned black dude. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes, that's what I want to say. So, when I start going back to the church, this is an announcement again, introduction. When I start going back to the church, I'm not going to be able to. I may not be able to do sermons or readings as much, but what I want to do was let you guys get in on my own personal studies. I'm not going to explain much. I'm just going to be like I like a little bit, but I'm not going to go in because I mean, you know what? Maybe who knows? I don't know, but it's going to be my own personal study, so you don't have to just like deal with it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna, also one other thing. Well, I think it's gonna be cool. I think it will help people too. There's gonna be a thing right here. There's nothing. It doesn't matter. There's gonna be nothing in it probably for most of the time. If you're curious, I want to keep this here for 2 reasons. One of them I'm not gonna tell you because it doesn't really matter, and the other one is because if you watch my convergence sermon, you'll see what I did with it. So I just want to keep that just uniform. So, yeah. All right, 25, 24. When her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in a room. Now, the first one came on red all over like a hairy garment, and they named him Esau. Afterward, his brother came forth with his hand, holding on to Esau's heel. Hold on. Sorry about that. holding on to Esau's heel. So his name was called Jacob. And now that I'm understanding what Jacob, I know the characters. His name is awesome. And Isaac was 60 years old. Isaac was 60 years old when she gave birth to them. 27. When the boys grew up, Esau became a skillful hunter, a man of the field. But Jacob, and actually, I'm gonna translate it the way that it really should be sent, like said, and not but, because it's kind of didn't know anyway. And Jacob was a not peaceful man. He wasn't a shalom man, living in tents. He was a man that was like he was content. All right, because in this it kind of makes him seem like he was like weak and shit. Again, like I don't know how much. I've been saying this out loud. I don't know if I've ever said it on the channel. If you want to get jacked, you have to eat right. You don't have to working out. Don't do shit. You have to eat right. Like I've said it before, but now that I'm eating better, I'm realizing more and more like I don't have to work out for shit. Like if I get bored and I'm like, yeah, I want to just use my muscles for whatever reason, then I'll do it. But like just you will start lifting heavy shit just because it's around you. You'll start doing harder shit just because you can. You won't even think about it. All right, like you won't even think about it. So, like this idea that if you hunt, he hunts and he chases down animals and blah blah blah, and then his and I'm gonna be kind of disrespectful because niggas started. So this idea of him being whatever, like he's maybe like really strong, and then Jacob is like some pussy, fucking looking like Gandhi out there. Yeah, I'm disrespecting Gandhi because he had something to say about our book. Fuck that nigga. Yeah, that's retarded, dude. Like, no, like, I guarantee, like, nigga, I don't work out, dude. I don't work out that much at all. Like, I walk. Every once in a while, I'll do some pull-ups. I don't do nothing else. Don't try me for your sake, please. That's what I'm saying. It's all about the food. It's genuinely about the food. Working out helps, yes, and it is very good for you. Don't get me wrong, it is. But food is so much more important. It's ridiculous. Okay. So. Who would have won in a fight? I don't fucking know. But it wasn't like he was like some scrawny little nigga. No. Okay. 25-28. Now, Iskak loved Esau because remember, Iskak is their father. Iskak loved Esau because he had taste for game. He liked meat. But Rebecca loved Jacob. When Jacob had cooked stew, Esau came in front of the field. Okay. When Jacob had cooked stew, Esau came in from the field. He was famished. And Esau said to Jacob, Please, let me have a swallow of that red stuff. Let me get a little taste of that. For I am famished. Therefore his name was called Edom. Edom. Not Adam, but Edom. It's Edom. Edom. As in red, Edom. It's not Adam, Edom. I don't know how pronunciation is different, but somehow it is, but it's Edom. Okay? 31. But Jacob said, First, sell me your birthright. Esau said, Behold, I'm about to die. The nigga walked in from the field. He walked in from the field. Like he just strolled up from out the field, like who fucking knows what the nigga was doing, but he literally just came in from the field, like he just said he's gonna serve death. So let's go back 32 again. So Esau said, Behold, I am about to die. So of what use then is my birthright to me? And Jacob said, First swear to me. I didn't do that. You'll see. So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. This nigga swore he'd give him his birthright. And if you don't think your word is your bond, you're a fucking retard, and you should probably, if you don't fix the shit, you're gonna die too. Dead ass. 34. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew. And he ate and drank and arose and went on his way. Thus, Esau despised his birthright. Real quick. So, despise is the same word for hated, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it was. Again, I didn't have enough time to look at everything up. But that's the same word for hated. When you hate something, you want it away from you. Okay? So, people, when you'll hear a fuck ton of niggers say some shit about, like, say some bad shit about Jacob. Okay, you'll hear a lot of niggers say that, and I cannot wait till at least I need one more Aki to wake up and really wake up. Then I can start punching them in their fucking faces. As hard as like breaking their teeth. So, and more. So, don't talk no shit about Jacob. Don't talk no shit about Jacob. Don't talk about any of my patriarchs here where I came from. They were gifts to us from Yahweh. Don't get butthurt because just my lineage did it. Because everyone can have this. So, truth of the matter is this. What had happened was, this motherfucker right now. Tell you what? Shit. Come on, man. All right, got a little bit. Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, niggas didn't have cameras back in them days, or whatever. I don't know how the fuck this happening. All right, okay. Let's get this motherfucker. All right. Oh, yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I'm being out here. Fuck that. Right. Let's get this right now. My goodness. Aki. Shalom, Mark. Shalom, Mark. What's up, bro? How you doing, huh? Just hunting shit, the whole thing? I was out with, forgot the Rocky. Fuck the little lentils, avocados, got some cheese of the goat, and I just made some pancakes at random stuff. Huh?
Could I have that?
No. What?
Okay, I've been out. Okay, please. I.
No.
After all we've been through, we were brothers, Rocky. But
Did you just come in from fucking hunting or whatever the fuck?
I was out. Okay, come. I was out. I'm just.
Okay, so what you're telling me is you went out hunting, couldn't catch none, and now you butthurt you want to take my shit. Oh, that's what it sounds like.
Aki, I'm starving.
You're not starving, bro.
I'm starving, Aki. Did you see my face? I need food, Aki. I need it. I need that, or I'm going to die. I'm gonna die, Aki. Please, Are we blood?
You're a key, right?
I mean,
All right. No, don't relax. No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, you're good. If it's that bad, like, it's selling your birthright, right? It's that bad.
What? Birthright?
No, I'm saying, look, what's up? If you're so bad, to sell your birthright.
Fine.
What?
I'm gonna die. You're gonna just. Fine. I'm gonna die. This is what you're gonna do. Fine. Aki. You've done a good thing today.
God. I'm gonna put that up. I'm gonna post that. And some almost separate things. I have one up there, and we're gonna keep going as we go throughout the book. We're gonna do it again. So I'm gonna leave that up. It's my surprise. And before we keep going, we're gonna get a little bit of health without wealth in real quick. So you see this right here, the lentils I got, red lentils. Okay. So, I really can't explain why they're good yet, because there's not really enough information that I can really tell about why they're so good. But when you start eating healthier, you'll understand that you need to be eating in cycles, and I will get into that later when at least I need one more Aki to wake up. And I mean, like it be in the house. I do consider people my Aki. Don't get it wrong, I really do. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm sure you guys are doing what Abaya wants you to do, but you don't know how to yet, for real. So once you're in the house, then I'll post about the cycles of eating. So when you're learning your cycles, lentils, from what I have found, lentils are your best, 100% best source of carbohydrates. 100% best. Don't get me wrong. Chickpeas are good too. Chickpeas are very good too. But nothing touches lentils. I like red lentils, specifically red lentils. I've tried many things now. Okay, I'm learning stuff. I've tried some some rye. What else? Teff, quinoa, whatever. And they are all extremely good. But first off, okay, no one, they are the best that I can see. I think the only one that might be better is quinoa, maybe, but it's nowhere near enough. It's not worth it. You can pay like under $2. I think it's like $2 for a bag of Goya, and them just banging. $2 for a bag of Goya that can last you that can get you a grown man get you 3.5 meals if you're going hard. Okay, or two. No. If you're going hard off that alone, a bag of it will get you 2 meals. $2 in water. That's $3. That's $3 right there. And you have 2 meals. Like I'm like, this is not in front on some real shit. Quinoa might be better, but that means it costs so much more because it's so much harder to harvest. I'm sure that's usually how it is. At least I haven't seen any other reason why not. It would be anything else would be more expensive. Okay. So what I'm telling you is, like, start eating lentils. If you want to have carbohydrates, your body doesn't really crave. Your body can crave specific things, but a lot of times, if you're like, say you want like a McDonald's burger or something like that, right? Most of the time is you want meat, you want cheese, you want some type of maybe like onion or some shit, and you want some bread. That's usually how it is. Eating healthy is replacing all of that shit with the good shit. The hardest one is carbohydrates, because our carbohydrates are fucking terrible. So that's why I'm saying start on your lentils. I said this from way back, that my emergency food is lentils, and I didn't even know how good they were before. I just read it. I remember reading it the first time, and I was like, yeah, I'll do lentils. Get them. I can honestly say they are. I mean, again, they're in the book. They're in the book. So get lentils. Whenever you're trying to get into, you need a little help with eating healthy, remember you have lentils. Get some lentils, red lentils, Goya, or you can get some other shit, whatever. But I get Goya usually. Get them, do what you want to do, and then whenever you crave carbohydrates, if you remember, try to remember, because you will forget. Try to remember, like, oh, I have them. They take 10 minutes to cook, dude. And you'll feel good. You do half a bag. For a grown man, do half a bag, you'll be good. You see all the shit I put in it. This is health without segment. Health without wealth segment. So you see all the shit I put in it. I put ghost cheese, that is expensive. It is expensive, but you don't really need it, like, because of how I eat, and I'm alone. Once I have someone else with me, I'll be able to get more, because we'll be able to whatever. But just whatever. But avocados aren't that hard, dog. You can literally get like spelt flour, rye flour, chickpea flour. You can get that in most stores. One of those 3 flours. teff flour. It's spelled chickpea. Well, not most stores, but like go to Market 32, guys. Something. I think they have something. I'll go over there and check sometime, but I'll just to make sure because I haven't been over there in a while. Anyway. Do that. Water. Good to go. Yeah. Yep. All right. Now. Yeah, so he sold him his birthright. We have 51. We haven't even gone past one chapter. Holy crap. Maybe we would do it. Okay, so now, you know what? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take a real quick break, and I'm gonna go to 1 second. Okay, I fucked with the last take. Water. Health about wealth. I'm saying real quick. Water is still the most important thing that you can intake. Water is the most important thing you can intake. Okay? Period. If you're not intaking water, you can eat better than I am, which is possible because I think it's possible. That's possible. Yeah, of course it's possible. Stupid. But if you're not drinking water, you're not gonna it's not gonna help. Not the way you need. A cat is chasing a mouse or a squirrel. That was cool. Water. You have to drink water. Okay. Number one. First thing that's mentioned in the Bible that we can eat or intake is water. Not fruit is number 2, which I'm seeing. It seems fruit is number 2. Okay. And then I think I think it goes down water, fruit, vegetables, and then lentils. And it goes straight to lentils. I think they might put flax in there maybe, but I think it's just that, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, water, fruit. Carbohydrates are good, but lentils specifically, do lentils. I'm telling you, they're that good. They're that good. But water is number 1. Water is number 1. Okay. Let me take this shit real quick. All right, so it's not going to be too long. I'm not going to go too many chapters. I think 27 is going to be the last chapter. All right. Or 26 is going to be the last chapter. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back. We're not go back. We're going to go to. We're going to start from 26. I'm going to go through it. Right. Let's do this. I got one more. I got something else to show you guys. Now there was a famine in the land. It's not the first one. Besides the previous famine that had occurred in the days of Abraham. So Iskak went to Gerar, to the Abimelech, king of the Philistines. Yahweh appeared to him and said, don't go down to Mizraim, stay in the land of which I tell you. Like, don't go down to Mizraim, or Egypt, they say, or whatever. Don't go down there, just stay in Gerar. Sojourn in this land, or chill in this land, and I will be with you and bless you. For to you and to your descendants I will give all these lands. And I will establish the oath which I swore to your father Abraham. So this goes with the prophecy of that Yahweh told Rebecca, saying, "You have 2 sons, and one's gonna be whatever." And two. This goes with the whole retarded idea that. Well, we'll get to that later. Actually, I'm not sure we're gonna get to it now. In this one, I'll definitely do another what happened was, trust you me. I will give all these lands and I will establish the oath which I swore to your father Abraham. So 26:4. I will multiply your descendants as the stars of the heaven of Hashibayim, and will give your descendants all these lands, and by your descendants all the nations of the world shall be blessed, because Abraham obeyed me and kept my charge and my commandments, my statutes, my laws, Torah. So Yitzchak lived in Gerar When the men of the place asked about his wife, he said, "She's a Goti." For he was afraid to say my wife. I don't know how to say my wife. My wife, thinking the men of this place might kill me on account of Rebecca, for she is beautiful. Because he didn't know what the fuck they was. 8. It came about when he had been there a long time that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out through a window and saw, and behold, Iskak was caressing his wife Rebecca. He was touching her and shit. I want you to remember something. I want you to know something like like how things were just a little bit. Obviously, he wasn't like banging his wife outside. That's fucking weird. But like Abimelech was the king, right? Iskak lived near the king. Why? Because Iskak was like, he wasn't what we are now. Well, most of us are now poor. Okay, he wasn't poor. Okay, like he had shit. So he was like, oh, you went to the game, I'm sitting next to you. Like, pretty cool. Like, yeah, I got shit, you got shit. What's up? And people that respect you, so what's up? 8. So it came about when he had, 9. Then Abimelech called Iskok and said, behold, certainly she is your wife. How then did you say she is my sister? He said, nigga, this definitely your motherfucking wife. You ain't touching your wife on her boobie and shit like this. Your hands just creep up her thigh and shit. That's your wife, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? A coatee. Now, technically, he's right. Mind you. Technically, he's right. Yeah, that is a coatee. When you're in the house, your wife has to. Your wife. I don't think it's actually Torah technically, but your wife really should be a coatee, your sister too, because that means she's not following Torah. So he wasn't. No, I'm not against lying. Being a liar, yes, but not lying. Because you got. Why the fuck you won't tell everybody the truth about everything? Like, you don't have to tell everybody everything. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not their business. Don't do that. Even Mishpah, the family. No, Mishpah, not the family. Not this. The how in the house, the people in the house. Like I'm like, if someone came, if we become a nation, and then like someone comes up to me, Koti or Aki comes up to me and asks me something that's going on in my house, I'm like, I'm not telling you. Like, I won't lie to them, because you can't lie to someone in the house. If you're in the house, you can't lie to each other. But I'll just flat out, like, I'm not telling you that. The fuck? Like, if you're like, hey, bro, so, I heard you have some foot fungus. How's that working out? Nigga, I'm not telling you that. Like, bro, I heard you, like, no, I was like, hey, guys, some shit. I heard you, there's some butt scratches. Someone was telling me. So what's going on there, nigga? Like something like you like I'm not telling you that. Like go away. But can't lie to each other. But yeah, so yeah. So yeah, he wasn't lying though. But he wasn't lying. So then now that in that. So let's go back from that. So Abimelech said to Isaac, behold, certainly he said, yo, that's your wife, nigga. How then did you say she's my sister? And Esau said to him, because I said I might die on account of her. He's like, I don't want to die. So, you're my sister. Then we'll figure out where to go from there. 10. Abimelech said, Abimelech said, what is this that you've done to us? Like, what? Are you serious, dude? He said, one of the men, we're not going to say people, it was men. One of the men might easily have lain with your wife, and you would have brought guilt upon us. Now, I want to bring, can I do that? Yeah, is that hold on a minute, actually. So let's flip over to Job. Job is what they call it. All right, I have to find Job. Find Job. If you find Job, my book is not in that order. So I want to say something real quick about Job. He was the Bible. The Bible is not. The Bible is not organized by historical events. Not always. Not in certain cases. Job was not an Israelite. In fact, he lived before Israel even became a nation. All right. Oh, boom. But I just want to show you something that's very interesting. I think you guys would like just to help understand a little bit more about this. So we're gonna read Job. 1 through 9. Okay. There was a man, and so it's a couple things. So there was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was one was Job. He was I think this is about 300 years before this happened. Something about 300 years before that account happened. All right. But Job, whatever version you're reading, is further on in the Bible. Because it's not canon Torah. The law is the first 5 books for a specific reason, because that's the beginning of our nation. So let's read Job real quick. Just down to 9. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job. And that man was blameless, upright, fearing Elohim, and turning away from Ra'ah, evil. 7 sons and 3 daughters were born to him. His possessions were also 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camel, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 female donkeys, and very many servants. Ooh, that man, Adam, was, I think, well, whatever. That man was the greatest of all the men of the East. His sons used to go used to go and hold a feast in the house of each one on his day. So I think it's his birthday. I'm not sure right now, but we'll get to that later. And they would send and invite their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. When the days of feasting had completed their cycle, Job would send and consecrate them, rising up early in the morning and offering burnt offerings according to the number of them. For Job said, "Perhaps my sons have sinned and cursed Elohim in the heart." Thus Job did continually. So he always just gave them off. He would do offerings for his children because he didn't want them to fuck up. Or if they did fuck up, he's like, "I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry, how about y'all? Let me just see, whatever." Looking over his kids. 6. Now there was a day when the sons of Elohim came. Now this is where it gets nutty. There was a day when the sons of Elohim came to present themselves before Yahweh, and Hasatan came among them. And Yahweh said to Hasatan, "From where do you come?" Then Hasatan answered to Yahweh and said, "From roaming about on the earth and walking around on it." Yahweh said to Hasatan, "Have you considered my servant Job?" Which when he says like, "Are you," or like, when he pretty much was saying, like, "Oh, you pointing him out for some reason? Are you trying to, are you trying to check him? Like, you want to see what's really good with him?" That's what it seems like. That's what he was saying. Like, not just have you observed him, or what was it? Considered him. It's like, are you trying to check that nigga? You trying to check my nigga? Are you trying to check my son? Are you trying to check my son? For there is no one like him on the earth, and blameless and upright, and an upright man, fearing Elohim and turning away from evil. Then Hasatan answered Yahweh, "Does Job fear Elohim for nothing?" And that's all I need for now. So, real quick, I want to point out something. So, Job was not an Israelite, but he knew Yahweh. And in fact, the nation was not created at this point. Job and the sons of Elohim, so that those that were following Elohim's laws, because we followed his instructions until we ate of the fruit, or whatever the fuck it was, which it was fruit, but whatever it was. I just want to make it completely crystal clear that before our nation was created, it wasn't like we found Elohim. No, motherfuckers knew about him way before us. Okay, you gotta think about it like this: because of all of us fucking up continually over and over and over again, Yahweh said, "Okay, I'm gonna pick that guy right there. He's not fucking up that bad. Or he's not fucking up. He's doing really good. He's blameless. I like you." And then he's like, "Oh, his sons are doing fucked up shit." But his son, that wasn't doing okay. And pick you. It's a bloodline. It's not like it's not a thing where it's like, oh yeah, that weird idea like, oh, I'm superior than you because of whatever. No. You have a job. That's what that means. If you're of the bloodline, again, that means you have a fucking job. Yes, you're rewarded beautifully better than anything else. Better than anything that you could imagine. You're rewarded better for that job. But it's a job. It's a job that anyone can have. Anyone can be a part of this royal family and have this job. And anyone can. Anyone can be a part of this royal family and have this job. It doesn't matter. Your skin tone is not. Your skin color is not the deciding factor. All right. It's just. This is the bloodline. That's it. Again, Rahab was darker than me. She's not on my bloodline, but she is of the bloodline of Israel. The bloodline of Israel is once you start following Torah, that is your bloodline. Okay. You are the son of that father of that house. Okay, you're the son of the father of that house, or the daughter of the father of that house. This is your history when you start following Torah. The color of your skin is only an indicator. The features that you have are only an indicator of who of the bloodline you have. And that bloodline, no matter what it is, whether it's Jacob, whether it's Japheth, whether it's whoever, is, I will definitely say this, it is inferior. Everyone's bloodline is inferior to Israel. Not the color, not the people. The people that are following Torah is Israel. Your bloodline is inferior. My bloodline is inferior. Everyone's bloodline is inferior to Israel. Period. If you're following Torah, that's it. Nothing else matters. Okay? Oh, well, my ancestors, I don't give a fuck what your ancestors did. My ancestors did a whole bunch of good stuff, great. But my ancestors also got almost got fucking wiped out. Okay? If you're following the book, if you're following the law, that's what matters. So we're gonna run through this. How much time? We got a little time. We about to end it off soon, all right? So let's go from 10. Abimelech said, "What is this that you have done to us?" One of Jet and Better Sheets. Sorry, go back to Better Sheet. One of the what does it say? Oh, one more thing from Ijo. So that other thing. If you ever heard like some people would be like, "Oh yeah, there's aliens and they have like there's like interdimensional aliens that like meet with God." No, niggas, no. Okay, there might be, but none of us know about that shit. That's what they're talking about. That event with Job. Those the sons of Elohim are not weird people, motherfuckers with wings on their backs. No, they're people that are following Torah. Okay, and then when Hasatan came in, Hasatan is what we would consider kind of like a spirit, I guess you could say. Okay, like you don't see Hasatan. Hasatan is in people, but you don't see him. Okay, just like you don't see Yahweh. I mean, unless he comes down, which I hope I get. I'm gonna keep being obedient because if he comes down, I want to see it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I lost my mind. I was over there. But it's like he's not like you gotta think like he's not like he ain't gonna come out with motherfucking horns out of some interdimensional portal with red skin laughing with a pitchfork. That's fucking retarded. If you think that's gonna happen, you're fucking retarded. Like on every level, you're fucking retarded. Okay, Hasatan is a spirit. So when Hasatan came into the midst of the sons of Elohim, he came in the midst. That spirit came in the midst of people that are following Torah, that were following Torah before it was even written. Torah was there, by the way. Okay, Torah was always there even before it was written down in Shemot or Exodus, beginning to Moses. Okay, so he came in. He came in unprobably, seemingly he either came in as one of two things: as someone that was bullshitting, and acted like he was one of the sons of Elohim, or one of Ben Elohim, Ben Yahweh, I guess you could say. Kids, whatever. Or one of the kids of Yahweh, or one of the Ben sons or daughters, I don't even know, of Yahweh, started to fall away for whatever reason. How that communication was, I don't know. He can talk to us, and then in 1,000 million different trillion different ways. Like, we're not gonna get into that whole thing. We're not doing it. It's just too much. Okay. For now, because like he can talk to us in a whole bunch of different ways. How Hasatan can do a lot of different things too. Okay, Hasatan, there's no comparison. No, I want to say, and I need to say this: there's no comparison at all between Hasatan and Yahweh. Yahweh would fucking Yahweh is giving him a chance. He's gonna fail, but he's giving a chance to make his point. He's gonna show him that he's wrong, whatever. But it's not like people think like, oh yeah, it's God versus the devil. No. Yahweh is saying, you think that you're right. I'm gonna let you think. I'm gonna let you test me real quick. Everyone that follows you is gonna die, and then I'm gonna whoop your ass to death, or maybe probably death. I think he's gonna kill him eventually. But whatever, I don't know. But whatever he does what he does. Okay, so no comparison. It's not like no. It's like he's very very small. Hasatan ain't shit compared to Yahweh. But that does not mean that any of us can take Hasatan alone. Niggas out here. When I was in that fucking church. Some stupid bitch, some really retarded bitch, looking like some retarded bitch was like, "Oh yeah, Satan's dumb. Satan's so stupid because he's just like no. Satan's a little bit crazy. No, Satan's very crazy, but he can still beat everyone on the fucking planet. There's no one that can beat Hasatan alone. So like, don't think so stupid. There's no one that can beat Hasatan alone unless it's Yahweh." Yahweh would whoop his ass like ain't nothing. But us, we cannot beat him alone. Okay? You don't even know when he's coming for you like that. Okay? Like I don't know. Yahweh does what he needs to do and helps me. He always has me. You can't beat Hasatan alone. Satan, as people call him, you can't beat him alone. You cannot beat him alone. So anyone out here says, "Oh yeah, he's so stupid." No, he's fucking crazy. Okay? But is he stupid? Hell fucking no. He's crazy. He's crazy. He's not stupid. He's crazy. He's not stupid. He knows his book better than all of us. He knows he can speak to you and get you to kill someone. He can speak to you and get you to kill yourself. You cannot beat him. Do not think he's someone to fuck with. You're going, well, then yeah, I'll talk shit about him because I'm like, yeah, I got my father. I'll go straight to him. Okay? I'll go straight to my father if I have to, but ain't no reason for me to talk about Hasatan. Like that. I don't care. He's going to get what he gets. But don't think that he can't fuck you up. Hasatan will beat you if you do not have Yahweh. He will beat you. Satan will beat you if you do not have Yahweh. 100% of the time. He will beat you. He will beat you. He will beat you. It's not a joke. You have no chance. He will beat you every fucking time. He will beat you every fucking time if you do not have Yahweh. Don't fuck around. He will beat you. He will beat you. He will beat you. Every time. You have no chance against Hasatan without him. He will beat you. He will beat you bad. He will beat you. He will beat your ass. 26:10, Abimelech said, "What is this you have done to us? One of the people might easily have slain." Oh, that's part 2. Lain with your wife, and you will have. I might not be able to get to finish the whole thing. I might be ending this soon. We'll keep going a little bit longer. I might have to end this soon. 10. Abimelech said, "What is this that you have done? One of the men might have easily lain with your wife, and you would have brought guilt upon us." Yeah, I might be ending this soon. We're going to this little part. Now, he's not talking about. First off, the word is men. It's men. It's men. If I'm not, it's men. It's men. And he's not talking about rape, and he's not calling her a thought. Okay. The fact of the matter is, any men are attracted to women. Yes, women are supposed to be attracted to men, but this whole idea that how do you put it? I don't want to say it like that. You know how a lot of guys in this society are very thirsty, if you will. They always go after the women. They go after the women. Blah, blah, blah. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be the complete opposite around. It's supposed to be women coming after men. If a man wants a woman, they can go get him. It's supposed to be easy like that. That's how it's supposed to be. And the reason is because niggas ain't supposed to be fucking thirsty and shit. Okay? Niggas ain't supposed to be thirsty and shit. That's how it's supposed to be. Niggas are thirsty as hell. Drink your fucking water. Niggas is thirsty. That's why. Women are supposed to be going after men. They're supposed to be chasing men like that. That's how it's supposed to be. But niggas is thirsty. Straight up. Okay? And with that being said, that also says that if you're following this book and you're doing what you're supposed to be as a man, you're not going to be taking every woman. That's weird. In this society, if you're a man who's handsome and has the words, you're gonna fuck everything you can. Don't be nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. Don't fuck everything. That's nasty. And why? Why? Again, go back to Solomon, as they call it. I don't understand why you 1,000? Why? 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 I don't know. But it's supposed to be the other way around. It's supposed to be women going after men. It is. And men not men aren't supposed to be taking them left and right. No, women no, I don't want you. No. And still you won't make them. You're not supposed to make them feel bad because you didn't take them. You're supposed to be it just doesn't work for whatever reason. But you're still pretty though. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be men. It's supposed to be women going after men. Men can pick up. It's supposed to be men being able to pick up whatever women they want. Men are supposed to be able to pick up whatever woman they want. If you're following the book. Okay? But if you're following the book, you're not going to be a whore. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut this soon, short. Not short, but we ain't getting too past this. Okay, so again, 10. Abimelech said it was what is this you've done to us? One of the people might easily have slain with your wife. Slain with your wife, and would have brought guilt upon us. So Abimelech charged all the people, saying, "He who touches this man or his wife shall surely be put to death." Now, 12. Yitzchak sowed in the land and reaped in the same year 100-fold. And Yahweh blessed him. And the man became rich and continued to grow richer until he became very wealthy. For he had possessions of flocks and herds and great household, so that the Philistines envied him. Again, he was already super rich, so whatever. But he became super richer. And the Philistines envied him. 15. Now all the wells which his father's servants had dug in the days of Abraham his father. 15. Now all the wells which his father's servants had dug in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines stopped up by filling them with earth. I don't know why they filled them up. Maybe they're being mean, or I don't know. 16. Or maybe they just want to do it because they had the land. I don't know. Then Abimelech said to Iskak, "Go away from us, for you are too powerful for us. Like you have too much shit, dude. You're gonna just take us. Like we want to live the way we want to live, and you're whatever." 17. And Iskak departed from there and camped in the valley of Gadar and settled there. Then Iskak dug again the wells of water. So he left. Then, and mind you, that means that they hated him, but they cared for him still. And then you'll see it later. I don't know if we get to that. I think we will get to that. Oh yeah, we will get to that. You'll see. 18. Then Iskak dug again the wells of water which had been dug in the days of his father Abraham. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna dig these motherfucking wells again. For the Philistines had stopped them up after the death of Abraham, and he gave them the same names which his father had given them. But when Iskak's servants dug in the 19. When Iskak's servants dug in the valley and found there a well of flowing water, because flowing, I'm sure you can probably figure out why flowing water is more valuable than just a well of water, because it's flowing. I mean, you keep using it. Flowing water. The herdsmen of Gedar quarreled with the herdsmen of Iskak, saying, "The water is ours." They had some kind of, from what it seems like, they did have a legitimate claim to it, kind of, but we're not getting to that. So he named the well Ishik, and that word means because they contended with him. Once you learn Hebrew, you understand, like, oh yeah, that's exactly what that means. 21. Then they dug another well, and they quarreled over it too. So he named it Sitna. Again, read. You need to understand Hebrew. But tell me what that means. He moved away from there and dug another. 22. He moved away from there and dug another well, and they did not quarrel over it. So he named it Rehoboth. For he said, "At last," again the word yes. At last, Yahweh has made room for us, and we will be fruitful in the land. We gonna multiply, baby. Then he went up from there to Beersheba. Beersheba. Yahweh appeared to him the same night and said, "I am Yahweh. Oh no, I am Elohi Abraham. So I'm Elohim of your father Abraham. Do not fear. I am with you. I will bless you and multiply your descendants for the sake of my servant Abraham." 25. So he built an altar there and called upon the name of Yahweh and pitched his tent there, and there Iskak's servant dug a well. Then Abimelech came to him from Gerar. So Abimelech, he actually came out and let me go see this nigga. He's doing some crazy shit still. Abimelech came to him from Gerar with his advisor Ahuzat, the commander of his army. Iskak said to, and mind you, like think about this. He is a commander of his army. He has an army. Okay, this man is coming to Iskak with the commander of his army. He's not like Iskak has shit. He has at least a few thousand people to fight for him. Fight with him, I should say. Fight with, because in Israel we don't really have kings that are like pussy and like just stay inside. Like the kings go out and fight. In fact, the kings are usually like the first motherfuckers on the field. That's how Israel. The kings are the first motherfuckers on the field to beat niggas' asses. All right, so we don't have no motherfucking Bidens and motherfucking Elizabeths and shit. Like, no, we ain't got that dumb shit. No, the king is the first one on the field to fight, nigga. All right. So if you're gonna be the king, you need to be ready to fight and kill motherfuckers. All right. Let's keep going. 26, 27. Iskak said to them, "Say, why have you come to me since you hate me? You sent me away." He was a little in his feelings. It seems like no disrespect, but it seems like he was a little bit in his feelings because they sent him away because they were like, "You're doing too good. Like, get the fuck away from us." And they said that they said that they hated him because technically they did hate him, because when you hate someone, you want them away from you. But they hated him, but they still cared for him. So he was probably, again, he was in his feelings a little bit, but it's understandable why he was in his feelings. And then he'll see what happens later. So they said, we see plainly that Yahweh has been with you. Nigga, you're going places. So we said, let there now be an oath between us, even between you and us. Like let's just hold this. Let's just lock this down, and let us make a covenant with you that you will do us no harm, just as we have not touched you and have done to you nothing but good, and have sent you away in peace. Now you are now the blessed of Yahweh. So see what I'm saying? They say they hated him in peace. See, they hated him by sending him away, but they could have fought him. They would have lost because he's following Yahweh. They would have lost, but they sent him away. So shit. No. Okay. So yeah, they sent him away. So they hated him by definition, but it was in peace. They hated. It's weird, right? They hated him in peace. They peacefully hated him. Which I guess when you think about it like that makes sense. But yeah, they peacefully hated him to like fuck away from us. But like, we love you, but fuck you, man. You know. So, but then they came back and said, "All right, dude, like we good, right, though?" But that's what they said. Like, we sent you away and shit. And by technically we hate you, but like it was peaceful hate. Like we good, right? We straight, right? We you ain't gonna like come after us. He's like, I mean, like I guess no. Like it was kind of mean what you guys did, but like no, you know. Let's go from where were we at? Let's go from 28. Let's go 26, 30. Then he made a feast. And they ate, they drank, they might have got high, who knows? I don't know. In the morning they don't quote me on that. It doesn't say that, so don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that at all. It does not say that. It can't even really be even like inferenced. So no. 31. In the morning they arose early and exchanged oaths. Then Yitzchak sent them away, and they departed from him in Shalom. Now, it came about on the same day that Yitzchak's servants came in and told him about the well which they had dug, and said to him, "We have found water." So, water. Drink your fucking water. So he called it Sibha. Therefore, the name of the city is Be'er-Sheba to this day. Come. I hope I have this up by like 1 o'clock, but I probably won't. Probably like 2 o'clock. If anyone can hear me outside, I'll probably have it up by 2 if anyone's curious. I'll try for 1 o'clock, but like I gotta like do stuff. So it has to download and shit. So hopefully 2 o'clock. Hopefully 1 o'clock, but if not 2 o'clock, probably 2 o'clock. Shabbat Shalom to those that are new. Akim, I should say. Well, Akim. Because, I mean, I have one in the house, but I got to have at least 2 more. And, no, not even 2 more. I got to have a couple more. I know I got a couple more out there. Akim. Shabbat Shalom, y'all. It's fucked up. Hallelujah. One more thing. This is not really that important, but I'm going to say it anyway. I always liked, editing my videos and stuff, and doing my videos that same day, so I'd have the same clothes on, and like, so it was like more like, I don't know, more genuine, I guess. But because of the time constraints, I probably will be pre-recording a lot of these, or parts of them at a time or something like that. So if you see me going outside to church when I have to go back again and I have different clothes on, like, yeah, I pre-recorded it. I have to. Sorry. I have to. I don't know if it really matters to anybody, but like I don't like doing it, but I'm gonna have to. So, am I doing it at night? Am I doing it in the morning? Who knows? We'll figure. I gotta figure it out. I'll figure out what it is. But again, everybody, Shabbat Shalom, and remember what happened was.